What of our culture are we going to hold on to? What are we going to modify? And what are we going to let go as we move in the quote unquote 21st century? And the fact that we don't do that, I think that's what's causing the confusion. But I'll stop because I know they want to switch the topic.
One man, please don't let Kaizo and his people on this channel don't stream it on his, please, because I will not tolerate him and his little friends, please.
All right.
One man.
Thank you.
Sure, to go
Because
for
if
teacher,
I
man.
see Kaizo and his little friends, I'm out. Like, for real, I'm not even joking. For
You
real.
can't. You have to chase them
Does
out
that
of there.
include, does that
You can't be
include
out.
Chooks? You like Chooks now,
No,
and
I
then what
like
about
Trooks.
Ja
I like
and Zola?
Trooks is
Joraja?
respectful. But you know how they are. They're very abrasive and rude and
No, I think it's one guy especially, TV Mike or something like that. He calls
Yeah,
himself.
but my TV, they kicked him off YouTube, I think. I think he got deplatformed.
Yes, they should have a long time ago.
because
Yeah, he got kicked off YouTube.
we're not boys. We don't need little boys here. Like,
My Gen Z.
No, I don't think Kaizo would do it.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I don't think Kaizo would do that. I don't think. Yeah, sure, one man. Keep throwing your barbs. I don't think Kaizo would be a troll. I think Kaizo, John, and Zola, they're good people on the platform. But people like One Man and the rest of that crowd, they like to be silly.
All right, then.
Just
all right,
go on,
Mike. I think we got Mike, and then we move on. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike.
Man, got some more. You gotta squash your beef with One Man, man. God damn. It's like you threw jab at One Man every day.
I don't even know, man. I don't
No,
even know.
One Man is my guy. That's my guy, John. No, don't disrespect my guy, Johnny.
You drag One Man everywhere you go, man. Like even places where One Man he's not even there. You still drag him behind.
I don't know, man. You know, this love I feel no love from. Look at that. All right. All right. Yes, Mike.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I didn't follow you guys from the beginning, but I kind of came in between the whole male child versus female child kind of stuff, you know. So, the way I see it, I think to me, I think both male and female child, I think they're equally important, to be honest. But I think Choma and a few people that were saying, "Oh, male child, male child," I think you're still stuck in the whole time, to be honest. And sometimes we think the way we think. We need to understand the reason why they were thinking like that back in those days. The reason they were always saying male child back then was because the father was the only one that owned property. So he wants his son to inherit, he wants his bloodline to inherit his property. And they believe that a female will grow up and go to husband's house, while the male will still be around the father kind of stuff. But what you need to understand is the world has changed. You know, back then, yeah, they believe the children belong to the father. But today, if you ask yourself, just look around, just look around all your friends or even people around, see who owns the child. It's the woman. Trust me. Some guys don't even see their children. Like the woman owns the child. The court system will give the children to the mothers. Now, I'll give you one example of one of my great uncle like that. When he was passing away, like when he read his will, and the guy he looked at the read his will, and the guy all his property transferred him to his grandkids, and his guess whose grandkids? His daughter's grandkid, not his son's grandkid, because when his kids started having kids, his son's baby mothers didn't. You know, today you hardly see relationship that work out. So they usually break up or divorce, and the children go with the mothers. So he never saw his son's kids that often. So he wasn't too familiar with them. But his daughter's children were always around because they're always with their mother. So he was more familiar with the daughter's children. That when he was going on, he didn't want to pass anything to his kids because he didn't really get along well with all his children. But he decided to pass to his grandkids. He ended up passing everything down to the daughter's children. So time has changed where it's so important. Oh, the male. No, the children belong to the mothers now. You know, it's the mothers. Even a lot of these Nigerians, they will say you belong to your father's tribe. Most of these kids really relate more to their mother's tribe than their father's tribe because they spend more time around their mother growing up. So like Burna Boy, for example, they say he's an Ijo boy, but the guy is more Yoruba than Ijo because he grew up with his mother. He probably can't speak any Ijo word, but the guy is Yoruba like Chris. Even my cousins, the one that because I have cousins from mixed tribes. the one from my male side of the family, they really want their mother's tribe, and the one from the female side of my family really more with the Yoruba tribe. So time is changing where children grow up more in their mother's house than their father's house. It's the olden days that everybody grew up in Papa house. So time has changed. So if you really the idea of male son, I think you're female. If you ask me, I say if I'm only forced to pick one, like okay, I can only have one gender kid. I probably want to have female, you know. But yeah, male, you want to have your boys now. Of course, see yourself in your boys. But as far as saying advantage or which kid will favor you, bloodline or socially or any way, I think the female are probably more important nowadays than the male child. That's the way me I see it, Sha,
Mike, as a traditionalist, I'm even surprised you're speaking so nonchalant about this topic.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I mean, someone who likes to uphold the culture.
You
I
got to be
thought you would
specific.
know.
You use that word culture loosely. Let's be specific on what you're saying.
You know how important it is in our culture to have a male child, right?
And you're saying who's living culture today? Are you living culture in America where you are?
But you're a traditionalist. You practice
It's not
your
about me.
tradition.
I'm speaking in general.
Okay, now you want to speak generally.
That's what we are doing now. We are not speaking
Okay,
about. It's
but
not
at
about
the
my
end of the day,
individual.
right? But at the end of the day, you chose to have a male child if you were given the option between the two, right?
No. If I'm given an option between the two, where I can only have one gender, I think I'll probably
Like
have the
in
female.
China,
Hmm?
like
I won't
like the
know. I'll flip a coin.
Chinese.
I think they're equally important, to be honest.
He said he will have a female. Leave him alone. Mike, I'm a daft How are you doing? Show up.
All right. I just don't want to labor that space, but maybe later we'll go back to it because I'm not 100% that maybe Mike was being a bit politically correct there. If we're only going to have one child and you had the option of choosing from either genders, you would opt for a female. Well, maybe
Exactly.
That's his choice
Sounds
now.
very weird. It sounds
That's his
very
choice
Woman
weird.
is his choice. It's his choice. He doesn't look at things the way you do. My
Woman, let me tell you something.
he's
Sounds
saying the way
very
he feels
weird
now.
coming from
Women
a
are
whole you,
naturals.
Mike. A whole you.
Woman, when you grow old, I swear, it's your daughters that will come and be taking care of you.
God
Your
bless you,
sons,
Mike. That's
I'm
say
telling
it
you, man.
again.
I'm telling
Brother
you,
Mike,
Say
your
it
boys don't
again.
get time for you,
brother
man.
Mike, why you they lie? You know you don't want dog girl, eh?
Mike,
Why you they
Mike,
lie?
Mike is
No,
just
be honest,
joking.
dude. I think you guys need to spend more time paying, considering other things. You guys are more. The thing is, we have this mentality. Oh, the male kid is powerful, is strong,
You
and this
can
and that.
always
Yeah,
adopt
they
a
live
Your
in the
daughter.
daughters will
diaspora and
take
their
care of you more than
mentality
your
is
sons. Your
African
sons,
mentality. Move back to Africa. They are still here. They're
You
still
can
here.
always adopt a daughter, a female child,
I
but a
cannot.
male child is a big identity in your family.
Ṣé ń
You
gbọ́rọ̀
know,
burúkú lẹ́nu Gen Z? Ṣé
all right.
Only.
Shall we move it on, or do you want to hear from Kaizo before we move it on?
Yeah, let
Kò má gbé
Kaizo.
wa lọ ibi tá a mọ̀ ń sìn ọ́ tó bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n máa sọ fún.
No carry us go where we don't know, Kaizo. Mm-hmm.
Do you
Yeah.
want to? Yeah, go on.
Yeah, ask me a specific question.
Okay, so the conversation wraps around. We actually started off with geriatric parents that is the example of some woman put it out there that her 60-year-old father had a set of twins, and then she was doing the age trajectory for when his X they'll be Y and all that, and then she's just trying to align into gender preferences that in the traditional African setting, the man always wants to have a son to carry his name forward. So we've been back and forth on that. Maybe give us about 3 minutes and then we go on to another topic.
Okay. In African culture, of course, you want a boy if you are a man because that's where your lineage continues, right? The woman goes to the village of the husband and she becomes the tribe of her husband, her and her children. So, of course, it makes sense you want to have a boy if you want legacy. However, if you don't care about legacy, then it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I want to have a child that will bring me value. If I can have a girl, maybe I'll make her OnlyFans and make money.
Excuse me, sir. Did you just say if you can have a girl and have that has OnlyFans?
Wait,
Do you
Kaiser,
know
your
what
daughter would do
OnlyFans is?
OnlyFans?
Do-
No,
Wait,
no,
no,
Kaiser,
that's
your
not.
daughter.
I think
Hold on,
Chema,
hold on. No,
Chema
I
was right
just
about
I
Kaiser.
want him to. I know,
Yeah.
please. What do you mean OnlyFans, sir? I don't know what OnlyFans. Can you educate us
You
on
don't
that?
want
Okay,
What
OnlyFans.
do you
okay.
guys
So
see?
you
Ṣebí mo
see,
sọ fún ẹ wá máa gbà tó fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ pé
yeah,
kò
let me
sọ
answer.
fún.
You see the super chat on the screen? That's $50. If I have a daughter, I can train her to be the best podcaster. I'll make a lot of money from her, more than the boy.
It's called pimping your child, ni.
Yeah, that's what
Pimping
you all
low
do.
shit.
Why
No,
African
Kaiser, this
culture
your
is
IQ,
about
man,
money.
so low.
This is
God
African
damn,
culture.
Kaiser.
No,
it's
no.
just
We
trying
can't say.
to.
Don't say that. You can't say that on this platform. This is a woman's platform. We don't think that way. We don't want to hear OnlyFans. We have women who are educated, successful women on this platform. So please do not come here diminishing us and talking about OnlyFans, please.
Adama,
He's right
hold
to
on.
his opinion,
Hold
Adama.
on,
Let
Choma.
Kaizo
Hold on.
speak.
Everybody, hold on. Don't rise to debate. Kaizo is trying to troll you for a reaction. So don't give it. Don't let him get what he's trolling for a reaction. That's what he's
Kaizo
doing.
is indirectly trying to make his point. Adama, listen carefully.
Oh, all right, it's built out anyway. So we have one of two options.
Mo ṣì fẹ́ yọ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni. So
Eh,
ṣó ti
Kò
lọ
yọ
ṣá?
jàre nítorí Choma mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe bó òun náà
Ẹ
ṣe
jẹ́ kó máa
OnlyFans.
sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ. Ẹ jẹ́ kó máa
All right,
sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ.
all right. So Dupsy, we have one of two options: this storyline on the screen, or the PDD storyline. So let me give you this, and then you make a decision on which one you want to go with.
Okay.
So Lady dances away her sorrow as she storms her ex-boyfriend's traditional wedding. Video stirs emotion. So this is a love gone awry sort of a storyline. Nigerian lady dances away her sadness as she turns up at her ex-boyfriend's traditional wedding in a viral video. The lady revealed that she had been in a relationship with the man who was getting married at that occasion. She remarked that she was supposed to be the bride at the traditional wedding rather than a guest. However, she expressed that the man had chosen to marry another. The heartbroken woman said that she still turned up for him despite the disappointment. A video that she shared shows her showing off her dancing moves at the traditional wedding venue with the caption, today was supposed to be our traditional wedding, but you married another. Yes, I turned up for you. So I think we have a little snippet of her doing Dupsy, I think we have a little snippet of her doing the silly dance, and then maybe we want to go with that. So let's see. So maybe we want to go with that, or the storyline of P Diddy, which I think a lot of people also want to talk about. So that's it, Dupes.
Yeah. So do you want us to watch a video regarding this? Or?
Yes, I'm trying to find the video, but it's not. It seems to have escaped at the moment. But I'll find it in a moment and I will play it.
Okay.
So if I understand what you said she was supposed to be the bride, but end up going to the man's wedding and dancing and stuff. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, she's the guy's ex-girlfriend. It says today was supposed to be our. So I've got it here now. It says today was supposed to be our traditional wedding, but you married another woman. Yes, I turned up for you. So she turned up at the ex-now boyfriend's traditional wedding to do this. So this is what she did. Can you see her dancing?
Yes, we can see her dancing. All
right. So there's that, and then there's the P Diddy storyline, which we must touch on at some point.
So Adama, do you want us to go with this story or we go straight to PDD? Because me, I'm not interested
in PDD. This thing, you're not interested in PDD?
No, I'm not interested in this girl dancing at her ex-boyfriend.
No, we have Gen Z now. Let Shoma explain to us. Shoma, is it a bad thing? Shoma, please. Yes.
Shoma, would you do this?
Well, that video of the lady dancing, I mean, it's so unfortunate, but it's such a pity. I don't know where her friends are at. And, that is why I tell ladies, when you get into a relationship, stop dropping your friends. You need, women around you, your friends, your girlfriends, like Miss Dupsy and Adama, to at least, pull you aside, give you advice, hold you down. Because when get
Oh,
booed
you're a
up and
stubborn girl
then
now. You don't listen to me now. Why are you calling my name?
No, no, no,
You're
no.
a
But
no,
stubborn.
but so
Dipsy,
But
Chioma
wait, but
listens.
wait,
Chioma
they
listens.
hold
Chioma is
on,
just
ladies.
I'm only
she
the
knows
joking.
what she
women
wants.
they
Yeah,
get
Ladies, can I
booed
ask
up.
a quick question?
So Miss
Chima, can I
Lucy,
ask a
right?
quick question? Can I
Let
ask a
huh?
quick question?
Get
yeah,
them up. Hold on. Before you ask your question, is so long as it's going to be short, let her land, please.
yeah, please.
So what I was saying is that some women, when they get married or they get booed up in a relationship, they just dump their friends, and it's not really nice. Because if she had good friends, good solid friends, they will pull her aside, hold her down. As he's having his wedding, whatever, they can go out with her, hit the club, do their own thing. She didn't have to attend this guy's event. She's really embarrassing herself, and there's literally no one she can talk to. She doesn't have sisters or family members that can console her. I mean, this is pathetic as a woman. It's so sad, and I feel for her. But this is as a result of
But
ladies
Chima,
dumping
can I
their
ask a
girlfriends.
question? Can I
Yeah,
ask a quick question?
who is this? This guy's
It's
number?
gas them up. Yeah, it's
Yes,
gas them
please
up. Listen,
ask me.
look,
Yes, sir.
listen. I have. I'm a hardcore traditional man, and I have a lot of
Yes.
empathy for women as well, right? I'm not about abusing women. I've never hit any woman I've been with. That's not my style. But what I will say is this: there's always two sides to a story, and yes, it does seem, I hate to use the word pathetic, that she's doing that. But then at the same time, let's be real. Sometimes, you know, there are some men who are just no good, and I'm not defending them. Throw them under the bus, right? Let the train run over them. But what about the situations where you're with the particular woman and she's just not acting right? And then you let her go and you move on to somebody else. Now they paint the narrative like, oh, look at her and look at this dude. What about if she's just a possessive, stalking type of personality? And that's the reason why he's like, yo, I don't want to deal with this no more. Like, she's bugging out. And it's like, I'm not saying, again, the guys who are no good, throw them under the bus. But there are percentages of men who have to deal with some crazy behavior. And it's like, there's no defense of saying, hey, listen, sometimes these women put themselves in these situations where it's like, yo, their behavior isn't marriage material at all. That's all I wanted to say.
Exactly. Yeah, and I agree with you on that. Marriage is not by force, but this video. I'm only speaking on it specifically to advise women. When you get booed up or when you get into a relationship, do not dump your girlfriends, your sisters, your cousins because you have. I don't trust my
Chioma,
female friends.
Chioma,
This is the time you need your friends, because when
no, no,
that man
no.
disappoints you,
I'm
yes, sir,
sorry.
Mike.
My advice to any young girl or young boy watching, when it comes to relationship or anything, don't go to your friends for advice, your age mate for advice. Don't do that. That would be a disaster. In fact, keep them away from your personal
Okay, then
relationship.
you're gonna commit
Hold on, hold
suicide
on, hold on. Well, let me,
when they're done with you. You're gonna be all miserable by
the,
yourself. You
wait
need
now.
your friends
No, you
close
don't
to
need your
you
friends
to
for
advise
advice. You
you
can need your friends
sometimes.
for social things. If you need advice, go to older people. If you're a young girl and you're having
Obviously,
relation,
she doesn't
hold
have
on now.
friends.
Wait,
Look
wait.
at her. She's there by herself. She doesn't have friends. That they could have pulled her
What
aside
are
and said,
friends
"Baby
gonna
girl,
do? Give
don't do
her,
this.
show her what to do,
Baby
direct
girl,
her.
don't
Same
embarrass
single
yourself."
friends, same age group. No, if you need advice about your life, go to older people. Go to
I
your
know
aunties, your
older
moms,
people are not going to keep you
or go to a
occupied. I'm talking
professional.
about her
I think
friends, her
Choma is
girlfriends.
talking about support,
Mike,
Mike.
you're
No,
not
no,
It's
she's
support.
saying
listening to me at
advice. Support is different from
100%.
advice. Support. Like, hey, come be there for me. It's different from advice. She's talking about. I'm saying advice. The biggest mistake young people make is they go to their fellow young people for advice.
They
That's
didn't
one.
advise her to go to the man's wedding to disgrace herself like this.
Yeah,
That's the
you
thing.
think our friends wouldn't push her to go and do it? Most of your friends are not your true friend. They will push you to go and do the wrong thing. It's probably
No,
our
they will
friend.
not do that.
I
No,
guarantee
no.
you, it's probably one of our friends that advised her to go and do that thing.
Well, she had
Most
a
of these
bad
young
friend.
people, most of they carry friends all around, and most of their friends don't want their best their best interest. They just doing friend. It's competition that they are doing. Young people, they are not friends. They are competition. Their competitions, and every one of them want to be above the other. So they will be giving each other wrong advice. Just and they be most people don't even know who's the true friends, who's real friend, and all of them they are all equally dumb. They are on the same level of reasoning. So if you need advice about what to do about life, go to either a professional or older people that have been through other stage in life, and they can really look at you and say, "Come, I was there." So listen, let me tell you something. They will give you the best advice. But this mentality of I need my friends to come and advise me, they will finish you. Most people that end up making bad choices in life because they can trace it back to an advice a friend gave them. I'm telling you.
No,
So
I agree with you, Mike, 100%. I think
thank
Mike
you.
is saying something 100% because this is why you see African culture, right? Like, Chima, no disrespect. This idea of our girlfriends, yes, women had women's groups and women's meetings and things of that nature
Lucy,
in our
can you hold
grandmother's
on, gas
day.
them up? Can you hold on, gas them up? Lucy, after this, can we move to Didi's thing, please? When gas finish, please. Lucy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Adama,
Okay, yeah,
yeah, I support
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah.
So quickly, because I know everybody wants to get on P Diddy, no Diddy, pause. But what I'm saying is that I think what Mike is saying is 100% correct. We've lost that in our culture. Even like I said, when I go to Nigeria and I'm there and I hear a lot of like the so-called Gen Z, and you see their interactions, there's really no elders guiding them. There's really no wisdom of age in terms of, hey, listen, your husband will shout sometimes, right? Like men get dominated. They dominate in the house. That doesn't mean he should abuse you, but it's okay. Just because he raised his voice a little bit doesn't mean you have to pack your bags and leave. And then someone to tell the man, hey, listen, your wife is going to do things you might not understand. That's just the nature of women. You're not a woman. You can't, it doesn't mean that you should say, oh yeah, she's leaving my house. If you don't have someone that's had experience that wants your best interest, right? And you go to people who are your age, it's like the blind leading the blind. And unfortunately, that's what I'm seeing happening in our new generation of young Nigerian children.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much. One man,
Adama.
can you please
Yeah.
play the Diddy thing, please? Thank
I
you.
don't think there's any video as regards that woman. Am I right? I think we can just go ahead.
No, we don't
Okay.
actually have any clips on it. I
Yeah.
think we were just before the show started, we were saying it's a topical thing. I think the backdrop to I think everyone knows the backdrop to it is caught in
Yeah.
some sort of FBI sting, which is so along the lines of Jeffrey Epstein, sort of trafficking
Yeah.
of women.
One man, be careful. Don't say that guy's name too much. You don't want your channel to have any issues. Be careful with those people.
Yes, so it's along those lines anyway. So, but the one thing people are picking up is nobody's actually coming out to support him. At his court appearance, for instance, only his sons turned up. None of all of these people that are brought through. None of
I think a lot
any
of
of
celebrities are scared at this
A
point.
lot of celebrities are involved in this.
and they're also saying that
So we
that
saw it.
Jay-Z is also being lined up as well along the same storyline.
What I want to say. I know they said he's on that suicide watch and stuff like
Yeah.
that, which I'm not surprised. But if you remember, one man had Jeffrey Epstein one ended. I don't want to say because we're on a live. Something is going to happen. I just don't want to say, but this is going down. And this is my advice to our celebrities, musicians, Davido, they always change women like Pata, Burna Boy, all of them. Don't think you're untouchable. Please, a woman that will destroy a man, that woman has been born. Watch what you do. Even with your do not disclose, you have them sign. Please learn to control yourself. Learn to control yourself. If you want to have a side chick that you want to fly every concert you go to, Do that. Do it with someone you trust.
But
If they can get him,
it's not side Chico that they are
no,
accusing
no,
him
no.
of.
That's what I'm saying. Woman, you know, drug is involved.
Yes.
Pedophilia is involved. Prostitution is involved. A lot of things is involved. And let's be honest with ourselves. A lot of our artists do the same thing. Let's say the way it is. So this is my advice to them. Learn from his story. If you know you are looking at this thing, learn from it.
Choma, have you heard of something called the casting couch?
Elaborate on that. What you mean? Elaborate on that. I think I have an idea.
Yes, it's an acting sort of something. So a young aspiring actress, for instance, she goes into whoever is she goes into the person casting for whichever role she's after, and then just to be considered, there's always a couch which is also like a chaise lounge sort of a thing. They have sex with them in the offices. That's what they call the casting couch, and routinely as well.
Yes.
In all of this, especially in the acting field, they call it the casting couch. And yes, Burna Boy is a suspect as well, actually.
Yeah, but woman, there's something I want to.
Wow.
Yes.
You know what's so funny, one man? About a few months ago, I was saying this on the show. Like, Burna Boy should stop when he comes there, wants to hang out with American celebrities. And I was saying it, I'm like, this guy, he needs to be careful, especially the rugged ones. Like, he comes here to hang out with the rugged, those old rappers.
The real rugged.
And I'm like, this guy, you're either gonna get shot or get in trouble because they are the black celebrities there. They're always in trouble.
Himself, though.
Yeah, they're always in trouble. And the guy, he wants to become one of them. He comes here all the time. He go hang out with
them. What Mike is saying is that even though Burna Boy is rugged, rugged that be one Americans.
Yeah, America. Because those ones, the Nigerian rugged is just we know what we are doing. We're just doing it for. But the American guy, they are really, it's just their mentality. They don't even know they are rugged.
Let me tell you, I don't want to mention his name. Yes, this person we're talking about, I don't want to mention his name. He's always been bisexual. He's always been bisexual. Baby oil is involved.
Baby oil. Baby oil.
You know, mom. Baby oil now. So.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's not do this.
Oh no. Guys, wait. No. Gas them up. Wait.
Gas. Hold on. Wait. Give me a second. No,
wait. Gas. Listen. I'm a co-host. When I say wait. Calm down. I want to make sure.
You didn't do this to other people, but go ahead.
No, hold on. You're going to speak, Gas. Listen to me. You're going to speak. Chiamaka unmuted. Yeah, Chiamaka.
Yeah,
are you okay?
Yeah,
okay, go ahead. That's that. Go ahead. We recognize women first on this platform. Please, go ahead.
I have no beef with that. What I was going to say is that I find it interesting. Let's not act as if that type of dynamics has not been perverse and taken over the Nigerian entertainment space. Are we going to act as if we haven't heard the type of things that are going on when we see what's this guy's name? What's the guy's name? The cross-dresser, the one that cross-dresses? Bobrisky. Are we gonna act like Mo Bad situation with the tons of drugs that was pumped in the system? It's already in Nigeria too. So all I'm saying is that it does seem that the casting couch mentality is in Nigeria as well. So let's not act like it's not there.
No, it always has been. Now it's an entertainment industry thing rather than an American. It's in every.
It's not a culture. It's not like a cultural thing in Nigeria. It's just more of entertainment section kind of thing, But here, this is the culture now.
Yeah, but Mike, I think what Gas is trying to say, and I want Miss Dupsy listening. The thing we need to realize, maybe you guys will be shocked, but I'm not shocked. A lot of our men are bisexual.
Wait, how do you get that conclusion?
I'm not going to go into details, bro. Trust me, I know what I'm saying.
I'm not sure, Adama. My husband.
No. I'm not saying. Listen, some of our men. What I'm saying. Listen to this. Some of our men are bisexual, and let me tell you one thing you don't understand is we need to realize one thing. I'm not promoting what Diddy did, but this has been going on, and the people involved in this. Listen, there's something Mike said. Mike said, Burna Boy has some. I mean, let's be realistic here. You just said something, Gas. You said it goes on in Nigeria. And listen, whether we admit it or not, is the truth. I'm not here to provide evidence and tell you this thing. All I'm going to say is Nigeria celebrities too are involved in this.
Yes, but it's not as pervasive in our society as it is in America. And I'm not sure that I will agree that most men are bisexual. You know,
Well,
I think bisexuality is more of a cultural norm than an actual state of being. I think people do it just to be fashionable.
My husband is not bisexual, Adam.
Juicy, ṣé wọ́n ti ń gbà tá ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé tó bá fẹ́ bá obìnrin sùn wọ́n máa fi lọ́ máa dò lẹ́yìn.
Níbi
bó ṣe máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn o.
Tó bá ti ṣe irú ẹ̀ kí wọ́n tètè sá fún ọkùnrin yẹn. Ọkùnrin tẹ́ pé ẹ̀yìn ló fẹ́ gbà wọlé kéèyàn sá fún ọkùnrin yẹn, ọkùnrin burúkú ni.
Thank you. Rí pé wọ́n máa ṣe kó sọ pé ní ìyẹn wà ní anything pé kí ẹ have fun. Afẹ́dá ìmáàkì ní pé òun ò tí ì ṣe rí o. Pé even boyfriend yẹn pansat náà ní pé òun ti ṣe rí pé kọ́ ń pe nọ́mbà fún lórí wọ́n máa ń ṣe gan. Wọ́n máa ń ṣe gan.
American number.
You're suspecting pansat now.
Yes, don't insult Pansat, please. Don't put out his business, please, ladies.
Well, you said it now. It's when I came here now. You said you like to go in the woman's.
No, I was speaking to Juicy now. No, don't call my uncle. Pansat is my uncle. Don't go there. He's my uncle. He's the host girl. That's his girl. That Juicy is Pansat's girlfriend. I have to respect her.
I always believe you have to be. You can't be a normal man to do that. So I agree with that. You have to be bisexual or something. Like that.
Wait, here's what I want to say about P. Diddy.
Sorry, guys. I'm not sure that I agree with what you said there, Mike. But you go first, Gas, and then I'll come after you.
Please, everybody, read what Dr. Alexandra Gomez just read. So let us not pretend because we want to be African technical. You know why I like having conversation with Mike, Dupsy, Chioma? We say the way it is. Chioma and I fight, including Dupsy. Mike keeps it real, and that's why look up. Listen, Eka, woman say go, Dupsy, woman baleni by.
No, I agree. But when you say most men, Mumo, I agree with what Dr. Alexander wrote. But when you say most men, that's why I said my husband is not.
No, my husband and my boyfriend. My Michael, I rejected. Choma man like he. No, man, like cow girl.
Excuse me.
Well, listen. I just wanted to say about P. Diddy. Here's the thing.
Hold on, guys. Shoma is talking. This is a co-host talking. Please wait. Shoma, go ahead.
Adama, you mentioned my name. What did you mention my name for?
No, I said you're a sweetheart. You're a darling.
No, you said No, Adama, I heard reverse cowgirl.
My baby is a Christian.
Remember? No, that's what I said though. I mean,
you said reverse card.
No more.
Don't put me. Listen.
You know the way you ladies are talking about it. You know, it's the ladies that talk.
Wait, let me finish. Adama, you have not seen me in any actions, so don't.
No, now, Chioma, we are talking about something else. Now you're changing it. Please, do you think, what is your opinion of PDD? What is your opinion?
Here's what I want to say about P. Diddy quickly. Listen, we have to understand the context of what created P. Diddy. P. Diddy went to Howard University from Mount Vernon, my neck of the woods, right? I'm from the New York City area. And this guy, P. Diddy, he was one of those people that was willing to do anything to get in the industry. He was a party promoter, dancer at Howard. He was at Uptown Records with Andre Harrell, who is either bisexual or gay. He was with Clive Davis, who's bisexual or gay. Again, nothing wrong with that. But in that time, he more than likely, with many of the things that we hear, even in things like Biggie Smalls' video with man, what's that song? I can't remember that Biggie Smalls song, but they allegedly they said that there was a trans woman in the video, that in the scene where Busta Rhymes he goes up to talk to the woman and Busta Rhymes walks away, that they're saying was a trans woman.
Please,
LL Cool J,
I just want to say something. Gas them up. Please, you're going too detailed. I know what you're talking about, so just kind of
yeah, I'm not
highlight.
being
want to say
detailed.
something too. Gas them up. I don't really like how you rudely interrupted my, my time, because it was my turn to speak and you just came up in there like one man
No,
show
I
again.
was
I will
talking
not
before.
stand for it. No, I don't care if you're talking before me. It was my turn to speak. Okay. So Adama asked me a question and I'm going to respond to her. I believe P. Diddy is innocent till proven guilty. That's all I have to say. Now you can carry on.
Yeah,
Sorry, why do you believe that? Why do you believe that?
No, hold on,
Hold on,
Deucey.
guys.
I just want to tell you, Deucey, if I were to, because I can match the energy.
Okay, gas them up. Can you hear one man saying, hold on? Please hold on.
Gas them up. This is a female show. Like, bro, like, you know better. Stop. Like, calm down.
Let's slow the roll.
Deucey, I'm
No,
being
gas them
respectful.
up. One man wants to
Gas them
speak,
up.
please.
No,
I don't know why gas them up
actually,
is calling my name.
sorry, everybody,
Gas
hold on.
them up. You gotta chill.
Yeah. Let
That's
gas
With all
them
due
up.
respect.
Let him have his say, so just so that everything runs smoothly. Gas, yeah, carry on, gas.
No, again, I was in the middle of talking about P. Diddy, but Deucey, I get it that it's a female-centered show, but at the same
It's
time,
not me. Chama talk to you. You don't even know our voice. That's not me.
Gas them up.
I'm listening. Whoever was talking to me, because I know.
Hold on, gas them up. Just carry on with your narrative, and then we move the conversation.
No, I wanted to talk to the host, who is Dupsy. So Dupsy, I know you were not the one that spoke. I'm addressing you as the host to say that the way your co-hosts are talking to me, right? I can match their energy, but it will not go anywhere, because then what will happen is they'll mute me and they'll play favorites. So I'm asking you as the host. I'm asking you as the host to tell your co-host and to tell the women on the show that I do defer to them when they were speaking. I kept quiet. I didn't say anything, but they don't have to be rude and talk to me a certain way, because I didn't do that to them. So that's all I'm asking you as the host.
Oh, sorry about that. You can go ahead with your submission. We're sorry. Go ahead, gas them up.
I'll just wrap it up to say P. Diddy comes from a long line of men who were abusing other people in that industry, and it's not a coincidence he continued doing the same thing.
I agree with that too. Who wants to talk about this topic again? AI, are you there? AI.
I think Adewale just came in, so he's
okay.
Just,
okay, Adewale, maybe Adewale. How about Chiamaka? Chiamaka Nko?
I think Chiamaka, are you there? Hold on, Adewale, please. Chiamaka, are you there?
Agbayamani Kulatantie. Woman, please let me remove this thing from Agbayamani Niente.
I think she's not there. Please, before Mr. Adewale, before you speak, gas them up. I'm sorry if you felt you were rudely interrupted. I want you to know one thing. This is a woman's show, and we do not disrespect our men here. We all respect them. But once a co-host or the owner of the platform wants to speak, he can interrupt without even you. You don't have to like it. I'm just saying that we respect people in this platform. And you know one thing about me, Gas. I am from where you are. I will respect you all the time. But once Chairman wants to speak, no matter what you have to say, you just have to pause, please. You have to recognize that. It's nothing personal. It's strictly business.
Yeah, it's nothing personal. And I always respect the way gas them up and, support.
Chairman, your line is breaking, but go ahead.
Yeah, so I said I support the way Gas Them Up comes here every time to support us. So Gas Them Up, you're always welcome. Don't mind Kulata Agbayani. Agbayo Lord Mobito to ice cream to
Listen,
Agbayani.
Miss
So don't mind him.
Gas them up.
Yeah.
Miss Dupsy.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can.
I respect Gas them up, right? But what happened was, Adama asked me a question. I didn't even know Gas them up was already speaking. So I was just responding to I was going to respond to Adama, and then Gas them up just came out of nowhere and just like took over. I'm like, it's not gonna happen. I'm not your wife, bro. I'm gonna cut you off.
Oh, that's okay,
That's what
Chioma.
happened.
Yeah, Choma, thank you so much, my darling.
I think,
Adewale,
yeah, is that
yeah,
well, yeah.
Men,
Adewale, go
men
ahead.
don't suffer for this planet today. Why? It must be women first. I
Ah,
understand the woman
Mr.
first, but come on, man.
Mr.
Eh?
Dewala, I treated you lies last week now. You
I,
can't be saying that.
that was last week. Today it's been the different ball game. Kilo day, sọ̀rọ̀ baby or sọ̀rọ̀ everything. You know, all that you want our love, we have to find another means now. But
Good
you know,
afternoon, sir.
but
Good
good
afternoon,
afternoon,
sir.
my sister. How you doing, man?
Well, sir.
Is this my sister Adama?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes.
that's awesome. Shoma, I defended you, but to some extent I couldn't defend you anymore of that your
Which
male
part?
child
Which
thing.
part you couldn't
That
defend me,
male,
please?
you lost me at that male child thing. You know, the world had moved on from the having a male child or female child. If you like, don't even have child, okay. Whether you're born or you're not born, Peking will still bury you and they will chop rice for your party. Anyway, I'll move on from that. You see, Hollywood has always been like this, to be honest with you guys. It has always been this raunchy, this, freaky, even in the 70s and the 60s. In fact, it was even worse in those days of hillbillies and all that. It has always been this freaky. But when somebody, Yoruba will say, "Adagbama danu," when you are growing and you still not grown beyond what you used to do in your 30s and 20s, it will lead you to a path of destruction. And that's what you're seeing PDD going through. Look, what do you think happens to the likes of what is this man, this comedian man? What's his name? The one that was convicted for almost the same similar charges for assaulting women, drugs, sex, and all that. Bill Cosby. It was even drug.
Because
Because those were the things that they do in the 70s. They put drugs. Then there was no statutory, thing to quote because it's always been like that. The likes of Marvin Gaye, the likes of all these, they were. It was the years of, free will. People just do things, anything they like. But we have somebody who did was not if it was caught with just carrying women across the state, that would have even been easy, but it was caught with drugs and weapon. I mean, I expect him being a celebrity and also growing up from the hood, belongs to the hood. If you're look, you are now belongs to a different class. I expect you to even have your own private security that will be doing things for you. But when you are now get caught with weapon, drug in your possession, and not just that, the videotapes of all those sexual encounter that you have them. In fact, that is even a heinous crime to even have that, because when you videotape people, then the authority have to contact those people that are featured in those video and ask if they actually gave consent. God help your soul if any one of them decline us by saying no, I did not consent. You are in big, big, big trouble. And Diddy is going to be going through almost 20 to life, and I hope that he learned his lesson. He'll be out soon. The fact that they deny him bail speak volume, because it shows that they actually bring down a big weapon. I mean, ordinarily somebody of PDD status would not even be denied of bail because number one is a known person. Nowhere he goes to in the world now that he would not be recognized. But the fact that the Southern District is denying him bail and putting him on suicide watch shows that they are ready to lock the gate and lock it for a long, long time. Look, a lot of
You,
people are going to go.
you know what I think really damned him, Dewale, because a lot of these stories had been going for 6, 8, 9 months. But when that video clip came out, Harvey was sort of messing up that girl. You remember that clip of him beating up his girlfriend in a
Yeah,
hotel?
yeah, 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 yeah.
I think that was when the tolerance level was breached.
Yeah, of course, of course. His reputation in the Hollywood has always been a bad boy. Has always been known for. I mean, this guy was charged with for gun running way, way before, if you remember, in the 90s. And because those charges were state at the state level, they were able to bribe their way. They were able to, get their way in the court. Some of them get probations, and it wasn't a
so
big deal.
Dewale PDD wasn't known for being a bad boy though.
It was. Oh, you don't know his reputation. He
No,
was
no, no,
known to
Mike,
be.
he was, Mike,
To
he
be a
was.
bad boy.
when I say bad boy, I mean like gangster kind of
Oh, no,
Oh
thug.
no, no, no,
yeah,
no,
he
no, no,
was.
no, no.
He
Oh,
was not known for thug.
Back, no, no, no,
though
back in the day when he was not known, he was known in the streets.
he was known in the industry as well as a bad boy.
Yes.
They have
We
No,
have
he
machinery
people
was
that they
not
doing his
known
use.
as
job
a
for him.
Is the number one name on the Tupac thing, no?
no
Yes,
no.
so yes, so
Number
Mike,
one name.
thank you, one man. Thank you, one man.
There's
Yes,
a
so
We
particular
live through
Nah,
lady.
90s
There's a
now.
gas
particular
We
one.
live
Why
lady
they
through
are
that,
using
90s.
that talks
P Diddy
about
is
P Diddy
never
all
the
the
reason
time.
why the authorities
What?
have been easy on him is because they never saw him as a regular street
No,
guy.
it's because
Right?
he knows a lot of influential
And he
people.
never
So
portrayed that.
no, Mike,
Like,
he had connection. He had
he does.
connection.
Remember, they gave him the key to New York. Remember, so
Yes,
this
they
guy
did.
has yeah. So
Mike,
don't even say that.
we lived through 90s. He had a reputation in the industry, was a bad boy. They know they were running gang. But you see, as they're growing and the industry is also going and transitioning and changing, they expect them to have changed. Look at uh the doggy man, what is his name? Snoop. I mean, look at the way he's transitioning to the fact that a media will now hire Snoop to be a commentator at the Olympic. I mean, somebody who was a known gangster. I mean, he
God
must have
bless you, Mr.
transformed his life.
Dewale. God bless
Even
you for
so,
saying
when
that.
you
So,
have
Mr.
that, I mean,
Adewale, though, Mr. Adewale, Mr.
so
Adewale, Snoop Dogg is married. He's a married man. He's been married for 30 something plus years. So you see the difference.
That's
You know,
true. That's true,
I
he's
mean,
Chioma.
a
That's
he's
true.
a
it's
That's
not
he
true.
has no
it's
choice.
not
No, he
about
has no
marriage.
choice. No, he has no
No,
choice
no, no,
than
no,
to
no,
be
no, no. He
responsible.
chose. He
See,
chose to transform his life. He chose to grow up. He
because he's
chose
a
to
married
live those life.
man. He's
No,
a
no, no. It
married
has
man.
nothing to do with the married
What
man.
do
No,
you
till
mean? What do
tomorrow.
you mean
Till,
transform? He be
till
crip walking on
tomorrow.
the IG.
Till tomorrow. He's still a member of the Crip. He identify with them. He dance. He wear their clothes. He wear blues all the time. That
And not
tells
even
you.
that. I think he's a member of the bloodline. Oh,
No,
Adama,
it's
shut
not
up.
blood. It's not blood. It's Crip.
Okay.
It's not blood.
But
It's Crip.
he moves
no, it's
different
not
though.
Hello,
He
about it.
moves different. He
But
makes
Mike,
better
Oman gbe
decisions.
silencer to banja, the silencer no man gbe.
No, 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 no,
So
no. See, you see, these guys, they've moved away from those lifestyle. Look, because he was married, his wife actually get him grounded, but he chose to transform his own life. He chose to leave those lifestyle behind. Those people that they were going around together. Look at Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre was almost the leader of the gang. Then they were all gang members in those days of hip hop, but they decided, look, they need to. As soon as they started making money, they realized that they cannot remain in the hood and continue with this lifestyle. And most of them now started changing their environment, moving to a different location. Some even changed states. So but then they still have their lifestyle or their past dug in them. But some of them decided they can't do that. Look at 50 Cent. 50 Cent was a gang member. 50 Cent was bad boy on the street. But today, 50 Cent left those things behind. So some of them are having a hard time to live those lifestyle. And when you have connection, you have people that you can, at the press of button, they will answer you. They help you out with stuff. But when the Fed come at knocking at your door, you are done. You're completely done because at this moment, if the Fed could go after a son of a president, who the heck are you? Fed can be on your trail for 20, 30 years and they will get you one day. And when they get you, everything you build, the entire empire will crash down at the press button. So right now is in deep, deep problem and there's no way out. Would other people be fingered? Well, there's a chances, but I'll tell you, depends on his testimony and depend on the testimony of his alleged victims. If the victim comes out and say, you know what, this so person was involved, and you have 2 or 3 collaborations, that is it. The jury will condemn them and they will bring them in and they will also convict them. But right now, he'd rather keep his mouth shut, or when he's out, he's not going to be safe. That's what I would say. Thank you.
All right. Dupsy, we have Kagani joining us, I think, from first time.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe you want to.
Yeah, let's document his voice. Kagani, can you unmute? Yeah.
Hi. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, we can.
Can you hear me okay? Yeah.
We can. Go ahead.
Yeah. This what is the debate? I thought this was about geriatric parents. That's why I joined, but it seems to be like a Diddy related thing.
No,
No,
that's
you can
where
go
it
ahead with
started.
it. Yeah.
So you can
Yeah,
speak
you
to
can go
that.
ahead.
So do you want the backdrop, or do you have an opinion already formed?
I came for the discussion. When is it too late for women to have kids? I don't know. I feel like when the
Yeah,
ovaries
yeah, go ahead with that.
states.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I personally have no problem with like an older woman, you know. So like I don't think there's like an age limit until the body tells them, you know. So maybe like late 40s, maybe, you know. But it seems this was
There are instances of women in their 60s having babies.
yeah. And what's the general consensus that that's a problem or
Is that not a problem?
uh, I mean, hey, if the body allows, you know what I'm saying. But like ultimately, I don't think there's like
Is there a
a
selfishness to
set
that?
age,
Is
a
there a
set age,
selfishness? Sorry,
a
Kagani. Is there?
selfishness. Nah,
Yes.
it depends on like what's the situation. You know what I'm saying? If it's like, oh, I'm not having kids specifically until I'm 60, then yeah, maybe. But if just happened like that, I really don't feel like there's an age limit. If that makes sense, that's my stance on the debate. You know.
Is it fair on that child for to be birthed by a 60-year-old woman?
To be fair, maybe not so. Not so, because the age thing could be like, oh, you my grandmother, you my mom's type shit, you know? But ultimately, I it could be regarded as selfish, you know, but ultimately I don't think it
So
is,
when
if
that
that makes
child is
sense.
10, that woman will be 70.
Yeah, pretty huge gap, right? But
Yes.
there's crazier scenarios. There's crazier scenarios because, you know, dudes have kids in their 60s as well, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. I agree with you. You know, in this day and age, there's so many resources that can help a man or a woman to facilitate that, you know, to raise a child. So that's fine. I agree with you.
Yeah. True. For real. Um, any more points, or we moving on to the next person?
No. We were also talking about um
I'd
people.
like to get in on this Diddy thing. If
All
like
right, go to Diddy then. So what's your take on that space? Yeah, carry on.
yeah, as in like I'd like to get in on it. So like if you could catch like what's like the main what prompted this Diddy discussion so I can chime in, I guess.
It's just really because it's out there and everybody else is talking about it. So you know the backdrop. He's under arrest for all manners of shenanigans.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know
on the internet. I'm on the internet. I saw the
Yes,
stuff.
but
That seems
the one of the points being made is that it seems to have been abandoned by all of these people that previously used to hang around him because yeah, I think his first appearance in court, only his sons turned up, and no celebrity has come out to speak in any defensive manner about him. So it seems as though he has just been cast adrift.
And woman, just to add into that, allegedly, the sons may be arrested. Allegedly, that's what I, so that
uh,
kind of can know where to pick up from.
No, they won't do that. Fed won't do that.
okay. I feel
Mr.
Fed
like you
won't.
know.
Dewale,
No, they won't do that. They've already
I
picked.
understand. Go ahead, Mr. Dewale. Go ahead,
Yeah,
sir.
the Fed already picked the father, and there's no father that will want to go down and bring their son with them. So everything, if at all, it will hone up to think that he didn't do that. Probably going to come to his child. They will say he directed his child, his son, to do it. You see those two
Adult.
kids in the court. Yeah, they're an adult, but this time around he will protect them because if the Fed wanted to do that, they would because they arrested his son. The video clips we watched when they raided his house in L.A. The son was also put in custody, not arrested. But when they
They were
did the
in
raiding,
custody.
yeah, they were in custody. So when it was they called detaining, not really custody, just detaining, just to because when they raid your house, they don't have to put handcuff on you, but they did that, I guess, for precaution because of the weapon reason. But the fact that it was the first person that was charged, and right now the son actually, because the indictment that was on sale didn't mention anywhere his son was any of his son was involved. So right now it's probably going to be going down for those kids. They won't arrest those kids. They will let them go. But those big wigs in the society, except he's going to keep his mouth shut. If not, they will finger those people. They will because the
Yeah, but
investigation is still on.
I feel like a
Adwale,
lot of people have
not totally correct.
lawyered up. Yeah, Go ahead.
Adwale, not totally correct. If they find videos of that's incriminating, doing some terrible things, are you telling me because they are Diddy's sons, they won't
That,
arrest them and charge them accordingly?
you think this is
By
Nigeria? They'll
by
say, "Ah,
now, because of the proximity to the subject matter, the Hide would have been in custody.
No, no, no,
Because
no, no, Mr. Demola.
No.
No, 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 no.
hold on. Because they also know that they could also be. You can't tell me the son would not have contact with them while in custody. So, and it was not restricted from contacting family member to influence and to persuade those victims to change their stories. So, if as much as they give him access to have contact with those kids, that means those kids would not be part of the would not be arrested. Investigation always go that way because
No,
if not, they would have
Adwale,
put them
hold
in
on.
custody to
If
prevent
if you're talking about
interference.
adult, if you're talking about adult children that
Yes,
committed
yes,
crime
yes.
as
They
adults,
would have
what
put those
what
kids would have put them into custody to avoid
But
Yeah,
interference.
I don't know.
hold on
We
for
don't know if
Prince.
they
No, no,
had
no, but
anything
Mr.
on
Demola,
them.
I don't
We
agree
don't know.
because everything being said is being recorded and this thing has been monitored. You made a statement here, and that's one thing about the feds here. They can
Mhm.
monitor you for how many years? They have the financial capability and the manpower to do that. So when you
Okay,
say that, even if with his kids interacting with him, everything is being recorded and monitored. You know that. And
okay.
not just that, his house was surrounded with how many cameras? How many, do you know how much footage? And remember, Didi is known for throwing, I don't want to, sorry for calling his name. He's known for throwing all these elaborate parties. So all the celebrities, everybody has lawyered up, including his kids.
Okay. You know the reason why they will not give him bail, right? Because the Fed
First they
fear.
gave him a 50 million, and you
No,
know a 50 million, 10% bond is 5 million.
okay. It's not even the money. They are not after. If they like, they can
Yeah, they
raise it
know
to
he can
500
afford it.
million.
He can afford
Yes,
it.
because hold on. They locked the gate because of interference, because of manipulating the victim. Interference, basically. Now, those two, I mean, three adult kids, son of his. Let's look at this way. Let's reference the previous cases that Fed has prosecuted, the mob cases. When they are raiding your house or they're about to charge you, they pick those who are mentioned in the indictment first. They pick them up. They pick them up. Now, any participant in that investigation, that fingers will also be picked up at the same time to avoid interference. But if you play a minor role, a role that is not big enough to be picked up or to be indicted, they will let you be. Okay. But if they now found out that you are now becoming the link between the subject matter and the victim, then you can now be charged for obstruction of justice. Now, right now, because those three kids have not been indicted, they have not been mentioned in that indictment because it was sealed. That is why they won't pick them and they will not charge them. Now, if along the line they now mention their name, because there's no parent that would do that. Let's be honest. Would you allow your son to be arrested with you?
No, no,
Yes.
Dewale, I think you are missing the point. I think Prince wanted to make a point, which let him actually make that point because I think I'm about to say what he was going to say. Prince.
Yeah, I was just making a simple point that if the feds find videos that is adult children were involved in some things very incriminating, like really bad stuff, that is independent of what Diddy would want to do as a father. They would charge those kids accordingly and bring them to justice. So it has nothing to do with Diddy trying to protect his children. Not at all. I don't see that connection.
Yes, and just
They,
to agree as well, it's
they will
nothing
have
to do
arrested
with
them by
whatever
now.
whatever Diddy says they
No.
harvested a lot of evidence from his house. So as they continue to peruse those evidence, then they'll continue to make more and more arrests. That's just
Woman,
that's yeah.
those kids will not be arrested. Take it from me.
what if they find
Well,
anything
if the
But,
incriminating?
evidence
Mr.
indict
Dewala, you're
them, if
speaking
the
I,
like you're
evidence
I,
part,
indict
like you're
them,
part of the prosecuting team.
I
You
can
don't
bet
know.
I can
no,
bet
He's
no, that's
anybody
his
on this.
trained.
specialism. Adam,
Listen,
that's his
if
specialism.
anybody ready to put their money on, I can bet anybody on this show that those kids will not be arrested.
Okay, let's ask you this: what if they find incriminating evidence against those kids? Will they still arrest? Will they still not arrest them?
Like I said, at the preliminary investigation, they always look at everyone's in proximity of that subject matters. If you play a nominal role that can be excused, they will excuse you. But if you lie to them, then they can charge you for
You're
something
not
different.
answering his question,
Yeah,
Adewale.
I'm telling you how it usually panned out.
No,
let's
Right
say
No,
if
no,
they
now,
but you're
find
not answering
something,
the
will they
question,
still not
Mr.
arrest?
Dewale. You're answering it like a lawyer, like a prosecutor you are. But answer the question just like Mike said. If they find incriminating evidence as the case proceed, will they be charged? Yes or no?
because they're an adult, and when it happens, I'm not sure if they're an adult or they're underage. But if they're an
No, no, no.
adult and they
Adult,
found
as
that
adult, as
they
adult.
it's 50-50. But
What?
usually,
what do you
hold
mean
Different
it's
on,
thing.
they
50-50?
have. Oh,
If they
hold on.
find incriminating evidence, what?
Hold on,
I
hold
don't
on.
think you understand
You
what
see,
they're asking you.
I understand, but let me tell you this: the Fed, FBI do not leave trail behind when because they coast like when you're clearing the road, you clear it all at once. Now, if any remnant fall along the line, it's probably not going to be at the level of felony. They will always look at, okay, if maybe you lie or you play a
No,
role
no,
that
just
is.
hold on. Don't say anything,
Yeah,
Dewale.
man.
Oh, just hold on. What people are saying is when they raided P. Diddy's house, they
Mhm.
harvested a lot of evidence. So if they, if as they, and of course, they're still in the process of perusing those evidence. If in the process of perusing the evidence, they find something that indicts his children, would they not arrest them?
I just told you guys.
Yes or no,
For,
man?
for, they
Come on,
won't.
just
They
all this.
won't. Pure blank. They won't.
They won't.
At this moment, if you have not arrested them, no, they won't.
I
They
don't
will still
agree.
crying. They will
That
say,
doesn't
oh,
make
let's
sense.
overlook.
I don't agree with you, sir. Respect,
You
Mr. Dewale. You know I have so much
well,
respect for you and
you
your
may.
profession, but I don't agree.
No, you don't know my profession. You guys don't. You guys, I understand. You guys are saying that they may pick them up along the line if they find evidence, but for you to have gotten to this level, at this level of indicting the subject matters, who is in close proximity to the subject matter the most? His son. It's not even a security guard. Okay, they live together. Correct. So at this moment, PDD is the only one being indicted, and they said the investigation is still ongoing. Now, if at all, because the way they arrested him, or the way
Investigation.
they the
Investigation.
investigation was more or less like a mob investigation, more or less like, because when they're picking up mobsters, they pick them at the same simultaneously the same time to avoid interference. And right now, I do not see that because those kids still have
That's a
access to
wrong
him.
analogy. Oh, hold on. That's a
You
wrong
think so?
analogy too. It's not a because in a mob, if they are picking up a mob, then they
Mhm.
already know just by indication that most of them are likely to be criminals. But they are picking up somebody that's somewhat of a sexual deviant. So that's not a mob situation. That doesn't
It is.
indict people around him.
Racketeering is a
But in
mob
a
lifestyle.
mob,
It is.
I'm not sure that. Anyway, carry on.
Like
But
racketeering is a mob
Mr.
lifestyle.
Dewale, do you
But
watch Court
it's not only like
TV?
a thing that they are doing now. They are
Do
doing
you
all that.
watch Court TV if you're in America? There was something showed this morning while I was in the airport, and the thing showed they said what they. I'm just this is allegedly that they're going to use the evidence found in regards to his sons to use to lure him to open up. And you said something as a father, and any man I know when it comes to their children, including women, you will be protective of your children. And you said something when this thing happened, how old were they? But if you say no at this time, that if they find any incriminating evidence that they should have arrested them, I want you to explain to us why they will find something that incriminates the kids and let them go other than negotiating and bargaining with him. Back to you, sir.
But as a parent, would you want your child to go to prison? Likely
No,
not.
no, before my
So,
sons go down, I will put everybody down. I will take everybody down with
except
me
your
and let.
son. Except
That's
your
what I'm
son.
saying. That's why I say that you would negotiate, wouldn't you?
I will protect my child. I'll protect my child. But I don't think I don't think PDD is gonna sing, especially his child. I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, human being changes, but I don't know. By this time, I don't think so. Because everything that went down was within his address. And who's the address registered of? PD did not these children. So everything is going to be on him. So at this moment, well, except if he changes his story.
Well, that you
That's
can
it.
negotiate. You can negotiate
With your
drugs.
son, with your
Narcotics.
children,
Hold
bro.
on. You can negotiate drug, narcotics, and all those things. You can, yeah, you can make. It can come to a bargain, and PDD can
About
take it
what?
forth.
About throwing your kids under the bus?
Let
That's
me
not
say.
happening.
I'm just saying that they can negotiate, and PDD can take it forth for it. But if they find an incriminating video where these kids are raping women, and it's quite obvious and graphic, and these women came forth and collaborate the video, you tell them they're going to negotiate that? What is there to negotiate?
Okay, bro, let me tell you this. If it happens that they found a video clip or something where those kids were found to be maybe fondling or doing some crazy stuff, guess what? Under whose watch were they doing it? It is easy
Doesn't
for
matter if
law.
they're grown adults, man. It doesn't matter who's watch. If you're a grown
What
adult,
do you mean? Which
I'm not gonna
watch? What are you
say
talking about?
Well, this is what I'll say. Um, right now, PDD is the one in custody, correct? When Epstein was arrested, who else was he arrested with? When
uh,
what is this called? This other Hollywood guy, the opera friend, what's his name again? Forgot his name. The one that was given, is it 25 years or 30? I'm not even sure. He was the only one.
well, yeah, case is
Sorry?
different now. You're talking as
It's, um, it has an element of sexual abuse in there.
yeah,
That's what
but
makes this case
everyone's
even more
can't say their
heinous.
issue is the same as exactly the same as Didi's issue. I mean, it's different case by
They,
case.
they, they, they,
No,
they,
are
they
you
did
talking
not
about
have a.
Mr. Dewala? Are you talking about the producer in Hollywood?
Yeah. I forgot
Did
his
you
name.
see that another charges was added to him? Another woman came up.
Who else was arrested with him?
No. I'm not arguing. I agree
Maybe
with you,
because no
but
one
that's
else.
a different because no one else. He
But
did
it was
not.
a
No one
sexual
else.
assault. It was a sexual assault charges, right?
Okay, but Mr. Dewale were minors mentioned.
Right. Harvey Weinstein, I think his name.
Yes, Harvey
God
Weinstein
bless you.
were
God bless you.
minors mentioned in that case.
In his own case, yeah, but it's
Yes.
sexual assault, correct?
No, you're not answering my question. I said were
I'm not
minors
even sure that
mentioned in the
Devon is in
case.
the same conversation.
Definitely,
I don't know,
definitely,
man. I don't think so. It's just
definitely.
shifting.
No,
Okay, just shifting.
Mike,
You
I
can't
beg,
say
before you
because
come,
they
because it's a
arrest
sexual
Harvey Weinstein,
assault charges is
they will not
related.
arrest
The
this
same
son.
thing with prostitution, and I mean, as far as I'm concerned, when you have to run a prostitution ring, it's still the same sexual assault where people are claiming that you assault them sexually. It's still the same thing. Not to even throw the racketeering into it. So the fact that he was the only one being prosecuted doesn't matter how many charges being added to it. It's still going to be as long as he keep his mouth shut, he's not talking. No other person goes down. The
He
list
doesn't.
go on and on.
He doesn't have to keep his mouth shut for them to be able to find evidence against other people.
And
If
that's
they
why I said
keep
his
it,
kid was
Adewale,
not.
you think it works that way?
Of course it does.
It
I'm not sure
doesn't.
what
Let
he's
me tell
talking
you. Let
about,
me tell you
Zeta, to be
something.
honest with you.
He
I mean, I'm confused. Sorry, are you not a law enforcement person?
Who?
You,
Stop,
Dewale,
Who you
leave,
talking
leave
to?
Mr. Dewale. No, why are
You
you not
talking
doing
carry
one
to?
the
one?
guard.
You talking to? Not me. Who just spoke now? What's her name? Madam Sita, not me. Madam Sita is a law enforcement.
All right. All right. Sorry, Zeta, carry on.
Adewale, you see,
Don't quote
um,
me, oh. Don't quote me, oh.
no, I'm not quoting you. I'm just calling your name as what they call subject ubiquicity. Is it not how they say it in English language? When you are using something that sounds like the subject, but it's not the subject. It's just like saying you. In Nigeria, they will say you people. Doesn't necessarily mean anyone, but somebody can jump in. Anyway, that's by the way. What I'm saying is, you see these things that pick when they pick somebody who we think is highly connected. What happens? the question should be, why did they pick him now? Or why did they pick the person now? Because it's not now. Both Espin, Didi, blah, blah, blah. Their cases has been running for over 15 years. Why did they pick him? Two things are involved. Either they stepped on somebody's toes that they can no longer, the people that protect him feels it is over the bar. They can no longer protect him on that issue, because if they try it, everything, it will be like letting soldier ant everywhere. It will crawl and enter your bronchus. That is one. Secondly, it might be that he has done so much that everything is about to expose. So they have to pick him. Now, saying, he's going to be there alone. That is the way it's being structured. But whether he's talking, definitely they do sing Canary. Trust me on that. They call names, they tell stories. If you doubt them, or if you doubt FBI, those videos they pick in their house, let them show it to the public. If they swallow knife. Do they talk? Yes, they talk. Because any man who is drowning will like to find anything to hold on to. They don't usually go down alone. They'll be speaking. And the people, they'll be making references. They have evidences. The FBI do have evidences about what they are doing. But will they call those people? The answer is no. They always use them as a scapegoat. Not that nobody is supposed to be there with them. A lot of unimaginable people are supposed to be. People you don't even believe, including Obama, should be in that jail with him. Yes, I said so, and nothing will happen. But will he be in that jail with him? The answer is no.
A lot of people went to his parties, and a lot of wild things went down there.
And the next thing now, they're just wasting. That's how it works. That we just, all this one that's saying he's in suicide, victim in suicide words. There's somebody, I don't want to call them so. They're sending a hit to him. They're going to give him a hit. That's how it happens. And they will call it suicide. It's as simple as ABC. So when somebody had decided
Zita, there's a real concern around what you're saying, that what happened to Jeffrey Epstein, that they have concerns around that, what you do, because a lot of very powerful people went to a lot of his parties, and we know that those parties were wild, and we know that he cameraed up his whole house. So there's a lot of evidence against a lot of very powerful people.
Are you in that Espin's case? I'm sure the whole world don't know about the 16-year-old girl that was slept with and she died. I'm sure and they don't know who slept with her.
Hold on, Zita, don't go too detailed, otherwise it will trigger YouTube.
Do you know there's like 5 CEOs that resigned this week alone?
It's unfortunate when people, because they want to have a name and power and affluence, and they decide to be used. You know that Didi's pictures were used to be in NYPD office before. I know most of you people have not been there. His pictures used to be in their walls. That's how powerful he is. This is a guy that the key of New York was given to last year or last 2 years. In that same New York, he's in a jail. In that same New York, he was refused a bail. Of course, we should know what is going on now.
What is going on?
And they could close the case. Not that it's anybody in the cell with him. Obviously, millions of people are supposed to be in that cell with him, but they won't be. It's as simple as ABC. That party he's throwing, those girls that's doing that freak out with, that freak out period, that they use baby oil. That freak out period, is it only Didi doing freak out? Nah.
It thousand baby oils.
Woman,
I heard
she
that
does have a point there, woman.
I heard that the price
In
of
only,
has gone up.
you know one thing about America, woman.
Woman, after Mike finished talking, can Chioma say what Chioma is saying? She's making a good point, and I don't think you guys know. A lot 5 CEOs resigned, so I want her
they
to.
ignored. Yeah, I said it. They ignored me, but 5 CEOs all over the world, they resigned. They
what?
snapped up because of this. It's not even conspiracy.
But their resignation doesn't mean anything. If they want to indict them, they can still indict them. Resignation doesn't mean anything. I don't even know why.
No, but it wouldn't hurt the company. That's why they.
Okay, unless so. But,
And what she said, so that their company will be tied in and stuff. Because if you know, Diddy has a lot of collaborations with a lot of companies. What Chioma is saying is true. In the business news, CSNBC, what she said.
If you resign so that your company will not be involved, just like they say, if what you did when you were the CEO has a lot to do with the company will still go down with you. We still go down. They're going to investigate. Resignation doesn't actually, I don't even know what that means, but if you are the CEO
Nike,
of a company,
Nike CEO resigned too.
If you are a CEO
Because of Didi.
I
don't believe all that.
Mike, please, Dr. Alexandra Gomez is asking what baby oil is for, so I don't want to explain it.
But
you
Mike,
know,
the doctor now, the doctor now.
Supposed to know now.
Mike,
no, he doesn't know now. Can someone educate him now?
Baby oil is used when they do freak out.
Mike, the head of Sony
Zita, you're not explaining it the way I would explain it.
Okay.
Also, New York Police Commissioner also resigns too.
Mike,
thank you.
The head of Sony Music resigned.
Are they telling you because of
Hold on. The CEO of Warner Music in Japan resigned. The CEO.
Mike, they go to these freak parties. They go to these orgy parties.
The CEO of 300 Entertainment, Kevin Lillis, he resigned.
Yeah.
So many, a lot.
Is that the one, 23andMe, Chioma? Is that
yes,
the one?
23andMe, yes. That's a good one, Dulcie. Yes, yes. Yeah. Please, Dulcie, can you explain what baby oil is used for? Yeah, no one.
I have a question. I have a question.
Hold on. I think the best person to explain that will be Prince Daddy. He would know what.
I think Dewale will be the best now. Dewale is the only one.
When is Trump going to resign too from this election? Because his picture and names was mentioned in those. Where is he going to resign? Prince Daddy.
It's not going to happen. Trump was a celebrity.
Prince Daddy, please,
Dewale, what do you do with baby oil? Tell us.
Dewale is used for, please. You know what important.
Actually, hold on. I'm waiting for Dixie or somebody to tell me what the baby oil is for. Actually, I don't know. I've been waiting. Can somebody tell us?
Mike, I've explained to about Gomez what you use baby oil for, so don't worry about it.
Explain.
Me or you?
Huh?
Mike, explain.
Explicit.
Dewale is the one that explained it. The only one that the person that knows the answer will be the one that will be the one explaining.
Adama is the best person to explain. Adama,
Mike used baby oil to lubricate his machine gun.
My woman get wet. My woman get wet very well, so I don't need to. She gets wet.
One feeling is penetrate, so makes it easier to penetrate.
Oh, that's what Diwali, that's what you're saying. So use that.
I want yeah, good, but this brother.
Mr. Dr. Alexandra I didn't know respect you, sir. I just wanted to put it in a way that won't be too distinct. So, sir, that's what baby oil is used for.
It's quite worrying how much you know about this sort of things, actually, Adama.
Adama is a sex therapist now. She knows a lot about sex.
Listen, woman, you know I am an anesthesiologist. So I went to medical school, I'm educated, and at the same time, I have a lot of experience when it comes to those things. So, and guess
You mean
who
the
is the
applications
benefits?
of the
And my husband is the one enjoying the
application of the
benefits.
material. Huh.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, in these charges, are minors involved? Were they children, like underage people involved?
Yes, but they
Yes,
have
yes,
not.
Okay,
They have
okay,
not
yes.
that's what they were
mentioned
nailing
it.
because
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they were. Yeah, and drugs were
yeah, yeah.
involved
Because
too.
if it's all adults, they were all involved in this entire thing. Then I think you guys stand a chance of getting
Even with
away
the adults, it wasn't
Ma-
consensual with the
Mike,
because
adults. They were drugged. So it
first of
wasn't
Mike,
all,
consensual
eh,
with the
eh,
adults too. So
Mike.
say
You
again.
see,
Hold on. I
Mike.
didn't hear
it
this. What did
wasn't
you say?
consensual. It wasn't consensual with the
It
adults.
wasn't consensual. What? So
Yeah.
it was raping adult. Come on, what are you
Yes, they
talking?
were drugged actually. So that's
Okay, with the
the
drug
thing.
part. I mean, the two areas they might get him is the drug and underage.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
if a bunch of adults came there were doing stupid things, the thing about America is they promote immorality, they make it all legal. They even allow companies to make videos of these things and make money out of it, like in a
And
point.
Mike, you know another thing. There's
But
another
then they will
famous
not indict
pastor.
people who for immorality. I'm like, okay,
You
what
know,
kind of
TG
country?
Jakes and him has been linked up for a long time. You know that, Mike, right?
You say?
You know him, and allegedly him and TG Jakes has been ongoing thing. You know that, right?
The
But
pastor.
what we don't know is if it's a top or a bottom in this relationship.
Ah,
No, one thing, Prince Daddy, I'm sorry. One thing I've
Oh
noticed about
man.
Christians is
Ah.
Christians and this thing, they are 5 and 6. Have you noticed? Prince Daddy.
That's what I've always said now. If you go
Christians
to
and
Miss Lucy,
yeah,
leave Christians out of this.
Christians and
narrative.
Atawadofuro, they are 5 and 6.
Leave
I've
Christians
noticed
out
it.
of
I
this.
do it.
Okay.
Dewale is
Mike,
a born again Christian. He goes to
Miss
Mike.
Lucy, gbọ́rọ̀ tí wọ́n máa ń sọ ó ní pé top àti bottom bá ló ṣe mọ̀. Tẹ́ bá parí show yìí kó lọ gbọ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kó yá
You
kan
guys
fún
should
ìyàwó
leave
ẹ̀.
Christians out
Ọmọ
of
ẹ̀
this
ti mọ̀ top àti
before the
bottom.
Mike.
thunder will strike
Dewale,
you
I know you
Mike.
go to TJ Jakes or whatever they call him, TJ Jakes.
Freak out.
I want to do the association. Hey, well,
Freak out
Mike,
is not.
you see that,
It's not actually normally when you are induced. Shit do happen. Freak out for Didi
here.
is keeping someone continuously lubricated so that that person can continuously be doing that for a whole day or more than a day. That is what is Didi's freak out period. It's not a normal circumstances. Yes, that's what they saw in the. Should I be saying this? Okay, never mind.
No,
Yes,
but what you're saying.
hold on,
Excuse me,
Adama.
guys.
Let's Dewale, especially to you. Keep the language PG. Yes,
But
What
what
have
I
I
want to
said
say
now,
with
Daddy?
what she
What have
said
I
is,
said?
they want Miss Uncle, they want Mr.
Why
Dewale will
is
talk
it
later.
called freak out?
Woman, why that you listen? Why are you
look at
particular
the
about
comment
my language
section
has
now
been
and understand the
moderated?
message.
Is it not?
Mr.
I don't
Dewale
the
ṣáà yẹn náà máa ń
association.
lọ ọjí party ní kẹyà sọ̀rọ̀ sí ká
No,
mọ̀.
I said I want to do the association. I mean, you see the same line
No,
of
now
freaky.
you are still repeating it. Let's
What is
just
the difference between and a freak off? It's still the same thing. By
No,
the way,
what the
Dewale,
difference is that
this one you know about this association. Well, you remember
Thank you, Mike. I just want to ask
hey,
him about ló ṣe mọ association o.
you know this
Mike,
association. Well, you remember? Are you
I want
remember which one?
Mike,
are
go
you
go
asking
help
me if
my
I'm
Well,
a
I've never
member?
heard of all these things, so I'm just hearing today from you.
Are you
Hey,
asking me if I'm a member?
it's
No, Adewale is
alphabet
not.
people. When you're
Who
talking
asked
about
that
alphabet
question?
people, not me. Oh,
No, we asked
no.
Adewale if he's a member of the association that is talking.
How can I
I
be
don't speak.
about
Hold on
it?
now. Hold on.
Okay.
Let Zita come in. I think Zita is about to tell us she's a member of some group.
Hey, one man, now what for you? Anyway, what is in life is if you want to discuss something, even if you know everything, and in a public platform like this, you can only say a few. But it will be very nice if you want to say something, you say something you know about, or maybe probably you know somebody who is involved in the investigation. So that is what is called freak out. Freak out is not just doing some people, inducing people to have it. No. That's not what is freak out in Didi's own case. Freak out is keeping people, like 2, 3, 4 people, whether same sex or opposite sex, keep them doing it for more than a day. That's why they have a lot of baby oil in the house.
Oh my God! I don't think.
No, they said a lot of people pass out after the pre-com, so they give them IV injection.
You people will
they give
out
them
later.
IV injection to hydrate them so that they can come
Yes,
back
they
to
do.
life.
And another thing I want
collapse.
to, but Miss Zita, another thing I want to highlight is we need to understand that a lot of those people are hard. Drugs are involved.
Of course.
And if you know those drugs, and they have medicine that keeps them wanting those things.
No. He does all
So
that.
these are not just regular medication. Medicines that make them crave those things that they in their normal mind, they don't even know what they are doing.
I don't know about other case. I'm talking about this man's case. He's gonna threaten you. Even if you know what you're doing, because it's not everybody that is those kind of things get done like that. They might get them down for like an hour or two. They get themselves and they want to leave. This guy threatens them.
Who can Diddy threaten? I will take this serious. Diddy will threaten somebody and the person will take him serious.
In his house with doors locked.
So Diddy will threaten somebody and somebody will like, okay.
With ammunitions, Mike.
With
ammunition. So so anyone will believe Diddy will come in. Come on, man.
No.
It's a serious
Let's
thing.
hear from you. What did you say?
So PDD will pull a gun out and say, hey, okay, come on, who will take that guy serious? Come on now.
What do you mean by who will take that guy serious?
So anyone will believe PDD will actually trying to kill them in his house.
That's if he has not
in America.
Absolutely. That's if he has not done it.
So you think he has not done that before?
About?
You don't what?
You don't know the charges against this guy.
They are not charging him for violent crime or all those kind of stuff. PDD is not. He's not a guy's not a tough guy, man.
We talk about any other thing.
Do you remember?
The only area they can nail him is
he didn't threaten
do you remember Tupac?
Yeah. It's time to
Tupac.
go.
PDD has nothing in Tupac's case. He doesn't have hand.
It's time to go.
Everybody knew that from the beginning.
If he's Tupac self, he gets
PDD was never a street guy. He's not a gangster. No,
argue with
you. He was even scared of him.
All right. I think Dupsy wants to do one very rapid topic, and then
they give me. I'm tired. The woman. Which one is this one?
I have to go. Una bye.
One
man, come on.
First
continue with this no problem.
How did you know that?
Yes, we'll come out tonight, Zita.
Come out. We must continue with what Edo people wanted to give to Nigeria and refused to have it for themselves. Come out.
All right, definitely. We're going to battle that one out later on tonight.
Who posed this biggest lie of the year here?
Yes. Hold on, Dewale. Dupsy, do you want to take this on or do you want to round it up?
And this one, how does she know now? That
it's the biggest lie of the year. The biggest lie of the year.
Hold on. Let me just bring it. Because we have a clip of the girl and then it says mixed reactions as lady declares herself first female virgin to graduate from Osun State University. So here it is. A self-assured lady sparked reactions after she proclaims a self-assured lady sparks reactions after she proclaims herself the first female virgin to graduate out of Osun State University. So let's just go to the clip. I want you to see what she looks like and then see if it and anyway.
First female virgin to graduate in Osun, in Okuku, Ikire, Osogbo campus. First female virgin. Oizio, first class virgin, but virgin first female virgin to graduate in Osun, Osogbo campus, Ikire campus, Okuku, Ifetedo, all the 6 campuses in Osun. First female virgin. First class but virgin last one.
First class they speak like this. Anyway, bye. Now first class.
Woman. Where did they conduct this thing now? How did they know? I don't understand.
No, she just came out to make the proclamation for herself, and it sort of freaked people out. So there's so many things. One, the way she looks, if she's a virgin, then I'm a banana. So that one. But then also going through the university system, going through the university system in Nigeria as a pretty female and coming out on the other side. I suspect she didn't even go into that university as a virgin, but it's just sparked a lot of reactions on social media. So I just thought I'd bring it forward, see if it's anything
But
that.
is this a man or a woman?
She's a woman.
Are you sure?
Chioma.
It's just her jawline. Her jawline is giving me like, you know,
the jawline is very obvious. She has experience with something, you know. With her mouth.
Mikey. Hey. No, I just want to plead with you, please. Let's talk it, please. I know you want to round up. Topic you are Coco. So, Mike, please explain that jawline for us, since you know.
Sorry, let's do it this way. Let's do 3 minutes, and then Adopsi makes a decision.
Okay, yeah. Adama, you could go ahead first.
I am saying something. She says she's virgin. Who will verify that? And you can tell, you know, I don't know why people like trending with things that are not true. 3 things that are not true, but I want to nominate someone on this platform to go and verify for us. Mr. Dewale, one man, Mike. Please. So that way they'll come back and report to us.
I will nominate Prince
Prince Daddy he's a gentleman.
Prince Daddy low handsome now. Prince Daddy low handsome.
Handsome. My experience handsome.
Me support Mike at one man. Prince Daddy Nicolo ni mufuni sheyin. Prince Daddy lo ye sheyin.
And your killer investigate.
Mission accepted. Name Prince Daddy. So I'm.
What are we investigating now?
Mr. Dewale Keba will confirm boya virgin no more.
Any?
Yes, help us to confirm if this is what she's saying, what she's calling herself.
Why did you tell Mike with a very good working gun machine to go and investigate? Why me? Not me.
So you don't have a very good working machine to go and investigate. Why do you have to send somebody else?
My machine doesn't make for one other part. It's just
okay, Marco prescription for you, Marco Viagra for you at the Cialis, Semalo.
That girl's mouth doesn't look like that mouth is a virgin.
I think it's a man. I don't think it's a woman.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I don't think so, Chioma.
The jawline is too. It's too pronounced. Like
really,
a woman. Yeah, it's too hard.
What makes the jawline get hard like that?
I don't know. It's like
it's really too busy.
So bony. It's so bony.
Maybe the mouth was too busy. The mouth was big.
I think she's just catching cruise. Maybe she's just chasing clout. I
think so too.
Look sometimes can be deceiving. But to be honest with you, anybody coming out from college these days and say they're virgin, they should take it with a pinch of salt, especially nowadays. You can't. Well, he said he went to Uri. All those schools are just mushrooms, secondary school stuff, and stuff goes down there. We know what goes down. So don't let us believe what she said. There's no point investigating or anything. That girl is just lying, pure lies.
Yeah, so Tokpe, do you want to contribute?
I agree with Mr. Adewale because virgins don't speak like that. She has a sharp mouth and she doesn't look even humble to be a virgin. Most virgins are actually modest and they don't want to be exposed in that way. You get my point? There's a reason why, at that age, if she's still a virgin, there's a reason why they're keeping their virginity. It's not for the whole world to try to, test them or all that kind of stuff. So this person didn't look like, a street person to be a virgin. He or she looks like a street walker. This can be a virgin because most virgins are very modest.
The virgin not tell you she's a virgin, you know.
Most virgins carry themselves with dignity and respect.
How about Tope? Is Tope still here? Tope?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, please, can you contribute?
Well, I just think she's definitely a female. Choma, she is. I just think, these days people are just trying to reign and create content and be popular.
I agree.
That's how I see it. She's just trying to create a content and make noise.
Do you see her jawline, Tope?
Yes, I do. She's still a female.
Really?
Yeah, she is. She just wanted to create content. That's how I see it. And be popular.
Yeah.
Nothing important about her.
Let me ask you a question, Tope. Is it possible to go through the university system in Nigeria and remain a virgin?
Absolutely. My sisters did.
It's
Yes.
true. It's
How
very
did you know that?
Because I know. Because at their wedding, their husbands brought tubers of yam, the traditional. They did.
So tubers of yam is the evidence that someone
They did after the night.
And then they came out to tell you.
Yes, they did.
Did they bring the red?
The I don't know. I'm not sure whether they showed my parents that, but they did. I wasn't, but my two sisters were just three girls. My two sisters.
Are you sure she didn't tell the guy like Joe?
No, it's not a matter of telling.
It's
It's not about telling. It's in the doing that you see it, that you know.
You guys
know if you know.
You guys were there in your room?
Yes, you were in the room with them. Papa, you were in the room with them.
Okay, just so you know, one of my sisters is married to a reverend. So if you won't lie about that kind of thing, it was a thing of pride. So
what are you trying to say? You're even complicating it. So
I'm saying it was a thing of pride to him.
So what does that mean? Don't marry for reverend.
He would say because he doesn't want the family to reject the girl now.
No, pastors like to marry decent women that have not been touched. It's an honor, because they're men of God. So
yes. So
if you find out that she was already touched, it's not, and he doesn't want to end it, he won't come out and tell you that.
Hold on. Chioma said something, Mike. So are you telling me that Pastor Idabruski, the one in Anambra, that one married his wife a virgin?
Oh my God, Adama, they are calling pastor. Why will you call him Daboski Diosa? How will
liquid metal.
We're not talking about celebrity pastors, all these useless pastors. We're talking
about traditional.
Real men of God.
Which one is traditional pastor?
It's an honor for them to marry a virgin.
Yes.
Which one is the real man of God?
Mike, this is not argument.
Babalawo, this is not your thing.
You don't even believe that Nigerian girls can remain virgins before marriage.
So pastors don't lie.
No, real man of God. I mean, for him to do that, it's an indicative that his wife is a virgin.
And my younger sister also.
Babalawo, they say you should mind your own business. Babalawo.
But I wasn't. Definitely not. So there was no yam or anything for anybody.
Then the pastor going to use Ogun to swear. Then we'll believe them.
A pastor will never do that. I mean,
the same pastor was scamming people, collecting people's last money for offering. They will never lie. Mike, come on now, Chioma, are you kidding me?
No, they can lie, but not in this kind of thing, is what we're saying.
Mike. Hold on. Why would they not lie if they know that the rule says if you do it and she wasn't a virgin, you're supposed to cut the marriage, and he wants to remain married. So why would he not come and tell you people that she wasn't a virgin, knowing that they were expecting to now dump her? Why would he will lie now? Why would he if he's interested in keeping her, he will lie to you people now. Because if he tell you the truth, you guys were expecting to dump her.
You're going deep into this.
It's not deep.
But long and short of this is, I know my two sisters were virgins. I wasn't, and I
that's the
never
most
hid
important.
it.
Let's respect that, please. Don't let us
Yes.
Yeah, they were virgins, and
yeah.
they took,
I
and their
respect
husbands
that.
took them. That didn't
Thank you
happen
so
to me.
much.
Me too. I
Congratulations
told
to you, sir.
my people that I
You
was a
say me
virgin.
not virgin in me when my husband met
Yeah,
me. So
but I don't
Yeah,
think,
now we
but I
respect
don't
that.
think I'll let,
Congratulations,
but I don't
Adama.
think I will encourage my child to do
don't
that.
see what did you
I would
just say
let
to
her
me?
test.
I said congratulations to you too.
Thank you, darling. Mo love
Papa,
you.
you're so funny. You said you
Oh,
let
So Papa, you were the only one that
Choma,
wasn't a
why are you
virgin.
the one that will
Everybody.
pick? Choma, why are you the one that will pick that part that I said? Nobody else heard it.
No, I mean because I was so proud of the fact that your sisters are virgins before they
Yeah.
were married. And then you say you will let your own kids.
Is Choma a virgin?
You know, I mean, is
I
it your
won't.
business?
I won't let my daughter.
I'll
I
beat
won't let
you
my
to the
daughter
camera
do that.
after
I
this
will.
show.
I will let her test
Is it me
well.
that you're talking to like that? I'll
I
beat
know.
I'll beat you to death.
Choma, please, if they're talking about virginity, rara. Me and you know both of us, please.
Come and check if I'm a virgin. Come.
Lucy, please don't do that assessment. Oh, my family.
Let's get it freaky on.
Lucy,
Chioma, àbúrò mi mà ní. She's coming to me soon. Àbúrò mi ni.
I greeted someone in the chat section. I said, my brother. Choma said, Adam, I know your type. Mama, don't start calling this brother. Oh. Ma, the Choma is not your sister. Choma,
I know she's my sister. Oh, no.
Sister,
Everybody knows that already. What can I do now?
And she's my sister. So let's keep it in the family.
For you to have remembered that incident, it shows that you yourself, you know what you were doing. And I caught you in the act. Adama was trying to slide into the DM and I caught her red-handed.
You see, woman, you see what Choma is doing now. If I start now, you say Adama started though. One if Adama today sing. One my brother, thank you for donating to the channel. Choma Adama, don't call him your brother. He's not your brother.
No, she said brother with a kiss, with the mouth and all the smooching.
Oh my God,
Choma, it is very bad. It is very bad.
It's very bad. It's very bad.
And he did very good. He did very good. And no,
I love you. You know one thing I love about this platform? We are allowed to be ourselves. We throw banter at each other and everything. Just like I told Lucy, my husband met me a virgin. She said, congratulations, Adama.
But Adama, why are you now confusing us? But you know that's not true. Now how can they hold you?
Oh my God.
He takes a freak to know another freak.
I never denied it. I was never married a virgin. And if I did, my husband would be disappointed.
My God.
The first time my husband met me, what he asked me was how many kids. And I said none. He said, why?
Oh, yeah, me.
Doctor, did you tell your sister that you were also a virgin too? The same way they were saying.
No, why will I tell them? I didn't tell them, but they don't. I didn't have to tell them. They already kind of have an idea of my lifestyle, so they should have guessed.
Chokwe, let me ask you this, and as we're about to start to round up, I think Dupsy wants to shut it down.
Okay.
How many partners do you think it's acceptable for a lady to have had before marriage?
You test and see that the Lord is good. That's all I can say. You keep testing and seeing that the Lord is good. It's not animal show, but you just have to be strategic and see.
Test and see that the Lord is good.
Lord is good. If you church, if you church, the church.
One man, the only person that will answer this question I'm about to say is Choma. Choma, are you listening?
Choma that is reading from a script.
No, Choma is listening now. Listen, Choma, are you listening?
Yeah, I'm here.
Ask the hotel where the mileage.
Choma,
please explain to one man.
What's the question?
How many men should you have slept with before getting married?
Well, me personally, I don't sleep around, so I think maybe one,
No.
for the
One or
experience.
two.
Oh, you're very unreasonable. You're very unreasonable, Choma.
Yeah.
1 or 2.
No, this is a no topic. You know, when I answer these type of questions, you know, it's for the
Choma, did you just say 1 or 2? Maybe my ear failed me. Did you just say 1 or 2? Please go back, rewind. Did you say 1 or 2?
She said 1, so I added the 2.
That's very unreasonable.
I added the 2.
Okay. 1 or 2. And when I answer these questions, you know, it's not just for my own personal experience, it's for the general public, because I want the ladies to know that you don't have to go around sleeping with everyone, you know, but things happen where, you know, women get disappointed in a relationship. If it doesn't work out, then you meet your rightful husband, and then that's that, you know. So
Should a man marry a woman with more mileage than 2002 Toyota Corolla?
No, it's called Mike. It's called body count. It's not
What
called
do you mean
it's
mileage?
called body
Please, what do you mean by mileage?
Listen, can I correct Mike and one man? One man is called body count. Does it matter how much body count a woman has before she gets married? That's
What do you
the
mean?
mileage.
As long as she doesn't have any STD.
But Mike, my thing is, it's very immature if two people are in a relationship or courting and then they're discussing body count. It's very.
What
does body count mean? Please.
Body count means I want to see dopa.
Yeah, but nobody needs to
But experience is good sometimes. Let's not all this thing we are talking.
You know what I was saying, that you know, test and see.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's some things you keep to yourself. The whole world doesn't, even your husband doesn't need to know your body count. It's between you and God.
No, hold on, Choma. I think for some men, it's important for them to know if they're going to be in a long-term relationship. Hold on, man. I'll tell you why. But if they're going to be in a long-term relationship that would lead probably to a permanent relationship like a marriage, etc., a lot of men will actually want to know
No,
how
it's
much.
not a lot of men. It's only you, and it's mostly insecure men that feel the need to know. You don't need to know. It's not your business.
All right.
What are you Who are you competing with? John.
I won't be asking a man how many girls have you slept with.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter so much now. But it matters the other way around.
But how come women prefer a man with a lot of body counts, but men don't prefer men with a lot?
So your experience.
Thank you, Michael. Women prefer men with experience.
Experience.
That's what I'm saying. Now, experience means body count now.
Please, yes, please, one man, please define to us why it matters. Please, let's not speak. Let's listen to our Daddy Gio.
No, but this is just from my own how I see that. Nobody wants to be with a woman that's been overly used. That's one. And then in some men's minds, they want to they measure against whoever you have been in the past. So some men do that. So they measure against whoever you have been in the past. So if you have been, let's say for instance, when you get into bedroom matters.
Can you mute? We can hear your noise.
Yes, when you get into bedroom matters, they don't want you to be too experienced, so that they might not be. They want them to be the best experience you've had, and if you've had that much experience, then So men can feel insecure off the back of it if women have been around too
your
much.
gender is
Oh my, but you enjoy a woman with good experience now. Oh my, girl with correct experience. When she handle you like this,
but they love women that have experience. They don't love women that have experience. They want women to
oh my, you come and deal with this American lady with experience. When they do something like this, you be like, damn.
Please, let's close the show.
Mindset, you know.
No, I think men want to date women with experience, but they want to marry.
Shoma, thank you.
That's what men want. They want to marry angel, but they want to date experience.
Yeah, I said it's a very insecure mindset. When you're
with
someone, just focus on you and her relationship.
I think they're
just and most of these men that ask this question, one more
confused.
Yeah, the women have to finish the job with their fingers. It's so annoying.
Imagine that somebody like one man now, but he wants an
I'm an Oyo man.
What does Oyo man got to do with that now?
Miss Doopsy, I would like to have my own final submission. If you guys are not doing submission, I want to give my own final submission.
Go ahead, Shoma.
Are you ready or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So my final submission would be, for, for ladies, if, getting married to, when you're getting married, just pray that you have a male child as your first seed. And then for men that if you're the only son of your father, pray for a son for your own good. That's all I have to say.
Hey, Mama. Hello.
Hold on. Shoma,
I
you
don't
done with
even.
your submission?
I don't even know why I'm sounding like
Yeah,
area
yeah,
boy.
I'm finished.
Hold on,
Yeah.
Dewale.
Okay.
I
So
think Dupsy is taking
yeah.
closing remarks. Yeah.
Yeah. So Adewale, you can go ahead with your 2 minute submission.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the
I don't
yeah,
even know what
closing
I'm
remarks.
sounding like area boy this afternoon. Hey, yeah. I first and foremost, let me thank Tokwe for submission today. To be honest, I praise her bravery. It's not everybody that can say what she said because a lot of people going through a lot. And when it comes to personal story like that, it's a learning uh, process for everyone. The world has gone beyond just husband and wife meeting. Sometimes the challenges come. I don't think anybody that wants children or that want a child can go for that child anytime. So far, you are able to provide for that child. That's the way, what that will encourage people. But if you know you cannot, you are not ready emotionally, you are not ready financially, then don't worry yourself. We live in a society, we put pressure on ourselves. Um, Even when society doesn't even care who we are, we always, want to keep up with the Joneses and have kids, build houses, buy cars, as long as you're in good health. And you only live one life. If you desire it, go for it. Now, these days, IVF, for those who can afford it, you go for it and get tested and, have your baby. Yeah, so far you can provide for it. That's what I will encourage. Well, but if you can't do that, there are a lot of kids, that needed, that wanted a good home that you can bring home and nurture them. And who knows whether even your own child that you bring to this world probably will not take care of you, but somebody else, another child that that you bring home will be the one to look after you when you are old. So that's just what I would say. Thank you, guys. This today's session has been wonderful. I enjoy you guys, even though to some extent it get a little bit more vulgar. And I never get vulgar. Don't say that. You always use those foul language, but I enjoy you guys. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Adewale, for always coming to support us. Thank you so much. Prince Daddy, my guy, Pastor. That's one way me Pastor Prince. Uh-huh.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. So we are listening to
Means
you.
that are you in
You're
church
rounding off. I think so.
Not
Sunday
not
school?
right now, but yeah, but Sundays to go to church. What can I say? It's easier to give advice after the fact. So in hindsight, I would say what is more important right now is having a healthy child, baby, really. Yeah, obviously, we all want to have a male child, but if you have the opportunity to have a child, be grateful to God for what God has done for you, be it a male or female. But more importantly, is to have a healthy child. Thank you.
Can I go next, Miss Dupsy? Miss Dupsy, can you hear me?
Yes, please. Adama, go
Yes.
ahead. Yeah.
I just want to thank our audience that listen, and Topes, thanks for sharing your story, and I appreciate you. Um, what I would say in having kids at an old age is your decision and where life takes you. Zoe, stop it. It's your decision and where life takes you. But like Ms. Dupsy says, it's good for a woman if you know you're a career woman or you're not ready to settle down, wherever your life is, please freeze your egg and freeze them at an earlier age, not an older age, because the older you get, your eggs are not as healthy as they need to be. And regarding the sex of a child, Prince Daddy said something that really touched me. And he said, you should worry as a parent, you should care about the health of your child over what sex the child is. One, none of us on this platform can create. So until you're in the position of creating, and if you know you have that finance where you want to pick the sex of your child and what you want it to, what the sex of your child wants, you want it to be, do that, because that is your prerogative and that's whatever you and your partner has decided to do. I believe in the foundation of raising a home with healthy kids. Healthy kids meaning the environment you raise them, what they see you do as a parent, instead of whatever their sex is. Because if, like I named, we have so many women who are managing Fortune 500 companies. I'm not saying that women are going to be men. No, I am married to a lovely man, and trust me, I love being his wife. And I love when he seeks for my input because he knows how fabulous his wife is. And to my great daughters who are watching, mommy is proud of you. Do not let anyone define you by your gender, because the sky is your limit. Love you all.
Adama. Thank you, Adama, my co-host. Thank you so much. Guys, please always check this page on Sundays. If I'm not here, Adama or Chioma will always fill in for me. So it's not possible for me to come every Sunday, but those are my co-hosts and they do a great job. I hope you guys listened to Adama's submission last Sunday. She did a very good job. Thank you, sis, for always, supporting us.
Thank you so much. I just want to say, Dupsy, thank you, woman. Thank you for allowing me be myself. And for two people who think Adama is explicit, please, I'm just being myself. That's all.
Yeah.
And we take it with a sense of humor. We're just having banter. Please don't take us too
Yes.
serious. Thank you.
Please. Thank you so much, Adama, for saying that. Chiamaka, are you staying with us? Okay,
Yes, yes,
Chiamaka,
yes, yes,
go
yes.
ahead.
I'm
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. I was in, on something. I have a visitor, so that's why I couldn't join.
Yeah,
Since
we're rounding off. So I want you
yeah,
to just give us some,
there's not much to say. It's just that Prince Daddy has said it all. In all you do, just pray for a healthy child. That's the most important thing, not the gender of the child. Just pray for a healthy child. You might be running around looking for a male child. You might be still be getting female children. Trying to get just pray for a male a healthy child. That's the most important thing. And thank you to everyone. Thank you guys for allowing me in today. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a nice day.
Thank you so
Chamaka,
much,
thank you so much.
Chiamaka.
Please
Thank
come
you.
back. Thank you. Come back.
Please, we'll
I
be
do see you in the
expecting you.
evening. You come in the evening show. So thank
Uh,
you. Please
all
come
right.
back. Don't take anything that we say on this platform personally.
No, 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 it's
We
fine.
give
It's
this
fine. I've
goes
learned
gas,
already.
but listen, be yourself. So
Of
thank
course.
you.
All right. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Chiamaka, for
Thank you.
sharing your story with us too.
All right.
We
Thank you.
appreciate that.
Bye.
Thank you, Chiamaka.
Mhm.
And the next person, did I ask Tope? Tope, have
Yes,
you given
ma'am.
us your, okay, please, can you go ahead, Tope? Yeah.
If your desire is to have a child, my last submission will be open minded, explore all options possible. The world has changed now, there's technology. Please be open and explore all options possible to achieve your goal. There'll be sad periods, disappointments, period where you may tend to be in denial. One partner or the other may not be on board. Please do not allow that to discourage you. Forge ahead to the end goal. Irrespective of whatever God has blessed you with, a boy or a girl, a healthy child is what matters at the end of the day. Hold on to your faith. guys, and all will be well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tokpa. It's so emotional and so touching. When people just say things because they don't know, they talk out of ignorance. So when you know what women go through, especially a woman that desires to have a child, people would not be talking about the sex of the child. It takes a lot. The way their hormones play on them, the way they feel, it's too much. Please, people should get more education on these things. I get so emotional. I'm not a feminist. A lot of guys here think I'm a feminist. No, but I'm a human being. I'm very empathetic. I can, I put myself in people's position to be able to feel what they feel at a particular point in time. That's why I speak like that. So it's not about being feminine. I'm not. My husband is the head of my home. There's no dragging. Because the dragging is the head. And he has been like that for the past 24 years. So I'm not a feminist. I'm not amongst them. I can feel it when feminists are talking. I can relate with them. I can empathize with them. So people shouldn't even be mixing things up. Mike, my brother, go ahead with your submission.
Yeah, this is
Babalawo.
yeah. Anyway, something just crossed my mind. Very important. I've always been trying to say it on some of these platforms. But today, thankfully, it just came across my mind. I think it's the high time we change the dynamic of how we see children, because most of us believe somehow we're only here to be there for only our own biological children. And I want to beg every Nigerian, especially those of you in the diaspora, or those of you in Africa that have become successful, whatever, please look into adopting children that needs help, needs parents. Because when I go to Nigeria, I mingle around poor people a lot, especially children. Because I'm the kind of person I love kids, man. And there's so many children that don't have their parents alive anymore, man. They are just roaming, and a lot of them are very gifted, talented, brilliant. Some of them are born genius, and they don't have chance in life. They're just there, suffering, like and they're helpless. It's not their fault. Some of them don't know their parents. Some of them, their parents are probably crippled. In Africa, we don't have social system. We don't have welfare system. We don't have all those things. So they're just roaming around. So if I will heard you, you only take $1 a day to feed a child in Africa. I'm telling you. In Nigeria, $1 can take care of a child's feeding. Please, everybody, take this. God will reward you. I'm telling you. When I began to do that, God started rewarding me. Look into adopting. You don't even have to adopt full time. Just if it's 20% adoption of their life that you can change, just look into connecting with these children. If it's one, you can do two or as many. $1 a day can change their life. I'm telling you. Let's go into looking to helping children of Africa or Nigeria, wherever you come from, whether village or city, whatever. Let's look into raising other children. It's not only your own that you have to raise, or helping other children. Because I personally believe the reason we all came to this world is to live it better than the way we met it. So and the future are the children. So we have a bunch of children roaming around helpless. They just begging. Some of them talk to them. You would think they have parents. They don't have parents. They're just roaming around. They just begging people for a place to sleep. People, they sleep from one grandmother or one relative. They abuse them. They run away. They find another people to accept them. There are so many children in Africa that needs adults, someone to help them. So we should not only focus on our own biological children. And these children, if you help them raise them, they will remember you just like their parents. Your own children remember you. So it's not only our biological child to focus on. So I think Africa will need to change the way our mindset in terms of how we look at what children are all about. It shouldn't only be your child. Let's look to helping all children or whatever to your own best. Adopt. If you're Nigerian diaspora, the only thing I contribute to that country, focus on children. Stop sitting around complaining about government, problem, poverty, crying all day. If you can't go and change things, go and change a child's life, one person's life, one child's life. Go there, and that's your own contribution. Adopt one child as homeless or helpless, fatherless, parentless. Do that, please. That's my task I want to. That's the task I want to urge all of you guys to take on. Every Nigerian in diaspora, or that's at least financially good, help a child out there in Africa. There are children out there. I interact with them every time I go there. There's so many of them. I hear that story. Where your mama? Mama don't jow. I don't know. They're just roaming around. Let's do that, please. Let's look to helping children. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mike. Sometimes I don't even know where you are a Babalawo. I don't know. Because you're not speaking like somebody that has a religion. Because religious people, they don't talk like this. They are not empathetic enough to know that there are some other people out there that needs, somebody to take care of them. So thank you so much, Mike. I love your submission. Thank you, my brother. Woman, can you bring up the people that gave us gifts today so that we can say thank you to them?
Yes, just give me 1 second.
Yeah, Kulata, thank you so much, Kulata, for coming to support us today. Thank you so much, Kulata. IK, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for always coming. Dr. Alexander Gomez, that's the chairman of the platform. Thank you, sir, for always supporting us. We appreciate you, sir. Kulata again. Give him ice cream. Don't mind Kulata. Kulata, thank you. PCH Right, thank you so much. Thank you for coming to support us today. Thank you so much. And that's me saying thank you to everyone for attending our Sunday sermon. Who again? Ike again. Thank you so much, Ike. Thank you so much. Thank you for always coming to support us. Dr. Alexandra Gomez, thank you, sir. Thank you for always coming to support us. Who again? So that's it for today. So I thank everyone for coming. So we've been, it has been an emotional topic, especially when people want to argue from the point that they are looking for a particular sex. It's so emotional to me. Tokpe, oh, thank you so much, Tokpe. Thank you, my sister. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you. I so much appreciate that. And Chiamaka to share the story. I thank you, Chiamaka, for sharing your story as well. It's always important for mothers to share the stories like that. Please do not let us talk like that. It's so not nice when you say you're looking for a particular sex. It's not good. It's not even nice. Let's just always ask for a healthy child. And the people that doesn't even have it, they still have children and they're still human beings. We should empathize with them. So please, everybody, thank you so much for coming today. We see you again next week, Sunday. Thank you, my boss. I so much appreciate you. I've got nothing but love for you, woman. God bless you.